scholarships. There's no GPA requirement, and the application process takes just minutes. Apply at mwenergy.com and click on Youth Tour and Scholarships under the Community tab. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative, making energy work for you.
Telephone, wireless, internet, and TV, connected all together with GBT. When your home or business needs security, connected all together with GBT. Nextech Wireless has a plan to serve your needs. See how easy switching over now can be. We're the gateway to broadband and technology, connected all together with GBT.
Decision Valley Golf Center in Hayes is the perfect place to take your friends, family, or that special someone for an evening of fun. They have virtual driving ranges that simulate the top courses in America. They also have a fantastic mini golf course outside along with a driving range. And for the hardcore golf enthusiasts, you'll find a complete pro shop with all the top brand names in the game. If you haven't been to the Precision Valley Golf Center in Hayes, you're missing out. Get in the game. Go see them today at 1500 West 27th Street in Hayes.
On the left sideline, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, 78 yards, Tyreek Hill to the house.
The highlight game is sponsored by Wrangler. 75 years of history and still blazing trails. Check out Wrangler.com today to discover new styles and all the latest denim trends. Wrangler for the ride of life. John Rothstein back here in our New York studios. A dominant performance by the Dolphins. 45-15 winners today over the Commanders. Today's coverage of the NFL and Compass Media Networks has been sponsored by Charmin, Indeed.com, Granger, Wendy's, and by NFL.com. The final score, the Dolphins 45, the Commanders 15. We'd like to thank the crew for today. The producer is Lexi Cerullo. The studio supervisor is Kevin Horton. The engineer is Kyle Hammer. The statistician is Ira Borowski. The senior producer is Tyler Brewer. And the senior vice president and GM of Sports at Compass Media Networks is Michelle Salvatore. Don't forget, there's plenty more great sports action coming up. Next Sunday is Week 14 triple header. First, the Browns host the Jaguars. Then the 49ers and Seahawks square off from San Francisco. And we'll conclude the day with the Cowboys hosting the Eagles. Be sure to check your local listings for game times and stations. Once again, our final score, the Dolphins 45, the Commanders 15. Up next across our Compass Media Networks and on many of these same stations, it's the Rams hosting the Browns. Now for Brian Balding and Chris Carino, I'm John Rothstein. You've been listening to Compass Media Networks. This is the NFL.
Two touchdown catches, as you heard, for Tyreek Hill, who finished with 157 yards. Dolphins with the number one offense in the NFL. They drop a 45 in D.C. In New Orleans, the Lions, they were hungry after that Thanksgiving Day loss at home to the Packers. Dan Campbell was looking forward to the shrimp gumbo, but the Lions feasted on the Saints, at least for a while, until the Saints come back. The Saints have come back with 21 points in the second half, and right now, with under 2 minutes left to go, the Lions have the ball and a 5-point lead, 33-28, with a big 3rd and 9 coming up at the New Orleans 46. And again, the Lions trying to get to 9-3 for the first time since 1962. They lead the Saints 33-28. Also, still going on, the Broncos and the Texans in Houston, where the Broncos are trying to win 6 in a row. They are down 22-17. And moments ago, Russell Wilson just picked off in the end zone, and that's going to seal it for the Texans, who are going to get the win 22-17. The Broncos' 5-game winning streak about to come to an end in Houston. Had a pair of weather delays in Pittsburgh, where the Cardinals and the Steelers are not on the field right now. The Cardinals have the lead 17-3 early in the second half. James Conner back in Pittsburgh, back in the end zone as well with a 1-yard touchdown run. The big development in this game, aside from the weather for the Steelers, is that Kenny Pickett had to leave the game in the first half, ruled out for the rest of the game with an ankle injury, and it is Mitch Trubisky taking over when they get back on the field, again right now in a weather delay. Fourth quarter at MetLife, the Falcons trying to hold off the Jets, leading 13-8 with 2:41 left to go there. A final from New England, where the weather was bad and so was the game. The Chargers blanked the Patriots 6-0. The Chargers had lost 3 in a row, and they had lost to the Patriots and Bill Belichick 9 straight times, but that streak came to an end today, and the Bolts get a much-needed win on the road at New England, 6-0. And right now in Nashville, good finish there. 39 seconds left to go. The Colts and the Titans are tied 25-25. The Titans have the ball, 2nd and 10 at the Indy 46-yard line. All right, coming up, we're going to get you back out to SoFi. Bill Rosinski standing by along with Steve Berline, who will have the keys to the game and the Home Depot opening kickoff for the Browns and the Rams. I will be back with you at halftime. You're listening to the NFL on Compass Media Networks.
Okay.
Simpson Farm Enterprises carries the Apache line of sprayers, and there's a reason. In fact, there's several reasons. Apache sprayers come in 5 different models to fit every size of operation. They feature premium technology and the exclusive power-to-the-ground mechanical-driven traction. Most of all, the 5-year warranty offered by Apache is unmatched. That's why they have the highest retained value in the industry. See Simpson Farm Enterprises today at any of their 5 locations and spray with the best you can buy.
Get ahead of the fall rush with Worth Heating, Plumbing, and Air Conditioning of Hayes. Don't wait until the chill sets in. Our skilled technicians are standing by to make sure your home is ready for the changing season. Schedule your plumbing and heating system checkup now and experience worry-free comfort all season long. Worth Heating, Plumbing, and Air Conditioning of Hayes.
Don't wait, because you're worth it.
Announcing Barton Community College's newest program, Music Accompaniment. Whether you're a seasoned pianist or just starting your musical journey, Music Accompaniment is designed to elevate your talents and understanding of the music industry. Complete a certificate in 1 year or earn your associate degree. Classes can even be tailored to match your future career goals. At Barton, you're not just a student, you're part of a family that is passionate about music. Learn more at playpiano.bartonccc.edu.
Natural gas is a safe, efficient fuel for your home. In nature, natural gas has no smell. That's why, for your safety, we odorize natural gas pipelines. That distinctive rotten egg smell could be a sign that you have a gas leak. If you have a compromised sense of smell, consider purchasing a methane detector. If you suspect a leak, don't touch light switches, use phones, garage openers, or anything that could cause a spark. Get everyone out of the building immediately and call Midwest Energy. A safety message from Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative making energy work for you.
And schedules at CompassMediaNetworks.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Miller, a dentist and a volunteer for Dental Lifeline Network. I learned about DLN shortly after graduating dental school. I wanted to help people who are not able to access the oral health care they need. As a new dentist, I wondered, do I have the skills to provide the care they need? And do I have the time when trying to build a new practice? Even now, after 10 years, I can tell other dentists, yes, you can, and this is a no-brainer. Dental Lifeline Network is a nonprofit that has helped me literally change the lives of people in my community through the Donated Dental Services program. DLN asks dentists to volunteer to see just one of the many patients in need each year. If you're a dentist or know a dentist, please share this important information. It's easy. DLN screens those in need and coordinates the initial appointment. Patients are treated right in your office on your schedule. If you're like me and want to make a real difference in someone's life, DLN makes it possible.
Go to willyouseeone.org to learn more. This message furnished by Dental Lifeline Network.
Welcome back to SoFi Stadium, Inglewood, California. Bill Rosinski, Steve Berline getting ready for the Browns and the Los Angeles Rams. We would like to welcome those of you who were just listening to the Miami Dolphins and Washington Commanders. The Dolphins defeated the Commanders by a score of 45-15. For our radio engineers across the country, break number 5 is next. Again, break number 5 is next. So the Browns come in with a 7-4 record. They trail the Ravens in the NFC North. The Ravens are 9-3, Cleveland 7-4, and right now they're a 6 seed. The Rams right now 9th in the NFC with a 5-6 record, but a lot can happen. And they got some help earlier this week with the Seahawks losing. Green Bay plays Kansas City tonight. The Saints are on the ropes right now, so there's a lot of good things that can happen for Los Angeles, but they have to win this game. Let's get to the keys. And Steve, let's start with the visiting Browns. How do they get to their 8th win this year?
Oh, I think the key for the Browns when they have the ball with the new quarterback, Joe Flacco, old quarterback, but new Cleveland Browns quarterback, they've got to protect the football. That is their number one priority. Their defense is going to keep them in the game. If they don't give the football to the Rams defense, I think this Cleveland Browns team is going to have a chance to win the game at the end. But for the Rams, by contrast, they've got to get after Joe Flacco. They know he's a new quarterback in a new system. They cannot let him get comfortable back there. They've got to try to make him get rid of the ball before he's ready, get him off his spot. That's what the Rams defense is going to be focusing on, because there's really nobody on that Cleveland defense that scares the Rams right now.
Not even Myles Garrett got a bum shoulder coming into this.
Well, yeah, Myles Garrett, yeah, he's on for the Cleveland defensively. Yeah, he's bumped up. That's a good thing for the Rams. When the Rams have the ball, that is going to be obviously the focus, but they have to be able. The one thing you do to slow down a great pass rusher like Myles Garrett, you got to be able to run the football. And the Denver Broncos beat Cleveland last week. They ran for almost 170 yards. That was the key to success right there. The Rams are going to try to feed Kyren Williams. For that reason, that's got to be the focus defensively for Cleveland. Kyren Williams had over 200 all-purpose yards last week against the Arizona Cardinals. Cleveland knows if he gets going, it can be a long day for them. They've got to shut down Kyren Williams.
And how about the ligament to the thumb from Stafford? How does that affect the throwing for a quarterback?
Well, it didn't look like it affected him too much last week. I think the key with an injury like that, you don't want to have those little bumps that could happen during the course of a game that re-aggravate that injury. It seems like he's maybe got a couple weeks where he hasn't had that thumb flare up on him. He's getting more comfortable, more confident, and it really paid off for the Rams last week.
Yeah, big game for both teams as you take a look at the NFC right now, because Philadelphia is going to play the 49ers as this game is going on.
Well, what a game that's going to be.
And actually, if the Rams lose this game and the Eagles win, the Eagles will clinch a playoff spot. Still with about 5 weeks to go in the regular season. That's huge.
Hard to believe they can do that with this much season left. But the Eagles are that football team. They're finding a way to get it done every single week.
All right, we're going to have the national anthem, flip of the coin. That's all coming up. The opening kickoff between the Browns and the Rams is up next. You're listening to Compass Media Networks. This is the NFL.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar